Warning: the following program is a collection of idiots talking about the happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, or the Infinite Plus network. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies, the 3 Count Podcast. P.S. Please don't sue us. Welcome to the
Villian'S Lounge.
Welcome. I am the 3 Counts resident supervillain, the Dark Lord himself, the Dark Goat, and this is the Villian'S Lounge instead of somebody and somebody's friends, I guess. It's such. And today I have some very, very cool villains hanging out with me today. I already know this is going to be a different flow of the Villian'S Lounge. There's going to be some debating. We're going to talk a little bit about what we thought was, hot and cold. And, we're going to crown a dumbass of the week, which, unfortunately for us, there's a lot of dumbass shit that happened in and out of wrestling. So, let me introduce my fellow villains. So, to the left, right of me.
Yeah, you got it.
We got the Red Dog.
What's up? Yeah, you're not so friendly neighborhood Red Dog today because I'm exhausted from a trip that I was in Orlando for.
And then right below me, as always, my co-anchor of the Villian'S Lounge, Twitch Graves.
I got a crisp high five to anyone who can accurately tell me where Carmen Sandiego is.
He's in Wales vagina, which is English in the German sense of San Diego.
And brand new to the show, for the first time, I think for the first time in like 3 Count history, maybe? Or has it been like long time?
I don't know. This might be the first time in 3 Count history.
Oh, shit. Well, look, great wrestling mind, great friend of mine. Definitely a supervillain in his own right. And my boy Logan.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome. So, of course, obviously Chaz isn't here because, well, he's lazy.
I think he's just ducking me because we have a title that we have to fight for in about a month.
That is true. He might be ducking you. He might be ducking you.
Kayfabe isn't dead.
He says that he is booked for a show, but you would figure that he would make room so he could, actually be here. But it is what it is. So, we get the Villian'S Lounge today. Definitely, like, subscribe on all the stuff that we're on. I mean, we say this every week. So, I mean, if you don't know how to find us by now, something's wrong. Buy our merch for your wear. We're still on Pro Wrestling Tees, right?
We are still on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Pro Wrestling Tees, buy our shit. What we got new coming up on Now Into the Ring and all that jazz. Go ahead.
Yeah, Now Into the Ring, we have Cayman MK coming on the show. Currently the SWA Mid-Atlantic Champion, so he will be on the show. Outside of that, we're going to release the episode for Now Returning to the Ring with Tyree Taylor of Prolific.
Okay, awesome. So, yep, keep an eye out for that. As you can see, I am in a sling. So, I'll try to do a Villian'S Lounge during the week. It just depends on how stoned I am from all the pain medicine and possibly the anesthesia. I thought I was 21. I thought I was like 20 years old again. And went to a trampoline park. And after aggravating chopping wood, yes, I was chopping wood here in Utah. About one of the only few things to do. And yeah, I violently dislocated my left shoulder, and there's a possible surgery on the horizon. So we'll find out Monday.
To us men over here, we're really just wondering, what did you do to that battle axe for it to dislocate your
All
shoulder?
right, so there. All right, so I was trying out the Ninja Warrior course, and like a part where like you're jumping from like pad to pad,
Yeah.
and I got like almost through it. I kind of lost my footing because they make you wear those like grip socks, and they're not really that fucking great for grip. But anyway, of course, like instead of grabbing with both arms, I'm trying to protect the right. That would be but, well, it bent back really far with the left one, and then yeah, like. I will say this though, nobody knew I was hurt. Possibly, nobody knew I was hurt. I definitely played it off. I played it off. I was at a work function, so
Damien,
I had to play it off.
you're at
Like,
that
yeah,
age where your bones take longer to heal.
I fucked my shit up. It is what it is. It was pretty funny. My wife knew that I fucked myself up, but she was definitely commending me for playing it straight face. And like I said, then went and got checked
Trying
out.
to no sell it.
Yeah, I definitely no sold it. So they definitely. Well, at first they said it was just dislocated, and then like the day after going to the doctor, my whole entire left pec like swole, like got double in size, and I was like, oh, that's not normal. Went back and they were like, yeah, they missed the fracture. You need to go see an ortho like by Monday. I was like, oh, all right. So on Monday I'll find out if I actually need surgery. So I guess on the temp check.
Yeah, on the temp check.
This is where we basically tell you how hot and cold it is. Who's your hottest wrestler, coldest wrestler, and your match of the week. So, you know what, Logan? I'm gonna let you go first on this one. Who is your hottest and coldest and your match of the week?
Hottest and coldest and match of the week.
Yep.
Here we go. Hottest wrestler right now, I would have to say Jacob Fatu.
Okay. I can't disagree with that one. Solid strong, get Money in the Bank. Solid 2 weeks.
Solid 2 weeks. Everybody's talking about him. Even people not in the WWE. All over social media, all over every platform. He's getting all the shine that he also deserves. But crazy thing is, he hasn't even scratched the surface. For those who have followed Jacob Fatu in MLW, we know he's only scratching the surface. There's a lot more to come, but the hottest, definitely Jacob Fatu.
He looks great.
He looks amazing. Apparently, he dropped like 40 pounds.
Yeah, it looked like he dropped a little bit more.
Probably, they were saying that he dropped 40 pounds before his debut. And I was looking at him, I was like, it looked like it. It looked like he lost his whole stomach.
Right. Looking great.
Shout out. He's fucking shit up, and they're booking him the way they're supposed to be booking him, and he looks fucking phenomenal. All right. That's the hottest guy. The coldest guy. I'm going to, good God, where do I start?
You get. Look, I'll give you a 1A, a 1B, and a 1C.
There are a lot of cold wrestlers right now, man, that are just like, here we go. Because reasons. Keith Lee. I can go on. I can go on. Keith Lee is not even featured on television. He's one of my favorite wrestlers, and he don't get no fucking shine, which breaks my fucking heart.
Hold on though, before you put him in that spot, right? Is he still like out with whatever health issues he's got going on? Cliff.
Yeah.
Well, Cliff, no, he was out for. So he got pulled for that one match in AEW for health issues. they never really specified what's going on with him. Cliff, do you know what's going on with him?
So when he was gone originally, the first time he had a heart issue. That was the one thing. But the second time, this most recent time, it's his knees.
Okay.
So they think that he has a degenerative knee problem going on, and so that's why he has not been on TV.
I heard something about his knee, and possibly needing knee surgery.
He's having a knee problem, and I can take him off my cold list. Because once again, I love Keith Lee, and the fact that he has been on television has been affecting me personally. But that's just me. Here's somebody who has been on television, but nobody gives a fuck about because he's not featured in not anything important that way that he should be featured. I'm gonna go with Malachi Black.
Okay.
Malachi Black is one of the best single talents that came out of WWE, and they've only been having him do tag team shit for the longest. And I think that's a bit of a waste of his talent. Like the fact that he had that intro to AEW and then just kind of fell cold pretty much after Cody left. That's pretty much when his singles push died.
You got one more?
That's just me. All right, I got another one. I'm gonna go. He's not cold, but he ain't hot either. Jonathan Gresham.
Gresham? Where is he at right now? He's in TNA, right?
Yeah.
TNA. He's wearing this fucking mask now, and he's doing this fucking ink shit. I want to feel it, but I'm not. I'm not feeling it at all. I'm not. Like when he take the mask, when he got that black mask on, it makes him look like a fucking monkey. Like
That mask is so horrible.
It's
I like the concept. I like the concept.
Like, it was dope. I'm like, if you left the little fucking temple on the entire time, I'm like, all right, this kind of, that's cool for real. Like, I understand you need to breathe through that bitch.
Your
mic is cutting in and out.
Hello? Can you hear me?
We can hear you. It's just that you sound very distant right now.
Is it any better?
I think it's like
He's come through.
because at some points, like your headphones come in like real clear, and at other times it kind of fades out.
These damn AirPods, man. I should have got my Beats. But, I'm trying to put one on.
That might work a little better.
I think that's what Chaz does too.
How about now?
Yeah,
Way better.
Way.
All right. One on, one off. But yeah, man. So it's like I've loved Jonathan Gresham for a very long time. Like back when I was getting into wrestling to actually wrestle, I started watching Ring of Honor. Like seeing Jonathan Gresham versus Jay White, while Jay White was still in his young boy stage, was one of the better matches I've ever watched, and I've been a fan ever since. And I've watched his build from like young boy all the way to like Ring of Honor champion, and like after Ring of Honor pretty much went under, like he hasn't really been the same.
I feel like after that whole entire thing in AEW,
I don't even talk about that shit in AEW.
the way that I'm just saying the fact that, like the way that all went down, I think that had an effect on them. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know, if, like personally, mentally affecting him, but it's like one of those things where, all right, so everybody kind of thinks of you as like a jerk, kind of. Even though for me, he was standing up for himself, so he wasn't getting shitted on.
Yeah.
Like,
So, like, I don't
you come to this company as the champion of the company that he just brought, and you're not featured at all. Nobody has talked to you. Nobody has like said a damn thing to you. You don't know where the fuck your career is headed to. You're just mupping about, really, just happy to be here. It's like, man, like just imagine you bust your ass your entire career to finally get to a position where a company makes you their not just a champion, but the champion. And it just so happens to fall on the very last pay-per-view they ever going to do.
Yeah.
So you're like, you finally make it to the mountaintop, and then you're just like, that mountaintop don't even matter no more.
All right, what's your match of the week?
Match of the week. Match of the week. Match of the week. Match of the week. Match of the week.
I'm only gonna let
Match of the week goes to Braun Breaker and Ilya.
Okay. I mean, I can't even be mad about that. Let's be real. I can't even be mad about that. And yeah, shit is a real word.
First off, I love how Triple H have been booking Braun Breaker and Ilya Dragunov both. Everybody knows I love Ilya. Everybody knows Ilya my guy. He is my guy. Like that little motherfucker loves violence, and I like the fact that he likes violence. So,
I know it's like he wakes up and chooses violence every day.
I respect
I
it.
fucking love it. The very first match that he had
Chooses
on
violence. This motherfucker eats the word violence.
He is the definition of violence.
He is.
I think that. Listen, I think Ilya Dragunov wakes up every morning, has like alphabet soup, purposely spells out the word violence, and just like eats it. So he's like, I eat violence for every meal. Like I think that's what that man does.
And then the funny part about it is he seems like the nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Another cool one. This isn't a wrestler, but I'm just gonna say it because it needs to be said. Change Braun Breaker's music back. I hate that new song. It's ass.
Yes.
Please stop.
Yeah, I do like the old one a lot better. You know what though? You know that shit always changes. So hopefully it'll get changed. It might get changed to something we really like.
I liked when they changed it the first time when it was just that little upbeat.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I can get behind this. This is cool. I don't mind this. You got the dogs barking in the back. All right, I'm like, all right, okay, this is cool. And then like, it's all of a sudden just heavy metal from the heavy metal sick, and I'm like, I'm a metal fan. I like metal, but like this song just sucks.
And there you go, WWE, Triple H, yo, change his music for us, please. Much appreciated.
Like, it's not like when like Baron Corbin changed his music and his music was good. Like I love Baron Corbin's new theme.
Yeah, I like Baron Corbin's theme.
Yeah, he does have a solid one.
All right, well, Twitch, I guess you can go up next, sir.
Oh man, my hottest wrestler of the week. I'm agreeing with Logan, Jacob Fatu. It's exactly what he said. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, it's hard not to have this man come across your timeline.
That entrance. My
Instagram has nothing to do with wrestling, and here is Jacob Fatu popping up on my Instagram. Like, this man is legitimately everywhere. And like Logan said, if you followed him in MLW, then you know he's just getting started.
Yep. Dude, this presentation. Like, dude, just the fact that he lost so much weight, it just made him more dangerous. He's faster. He's a lot more agile and still strong as fuck. And like I said, the entrance, like, I'm a little jealous.
He does things you don't see many big guys doing.
Exactly.
But he's not a big guy anymore. Like, I love that. Okay, look, full transparency. I love that we're calling him a big guy, but he's not a big guy anymore. Like, he's the same size as Tama Tonga and Tama Aloha.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be like, when he was in MLW, he was a big guy, and we're like, oh my god, look at the things that this man is doing. But now you see him in the E, and you're like, oh, he lost all that weight. Like, I feel like I don't want to. Okay, it's exactly the same way I felt when Gunther went to when Walter went to Gunther and then like lost all that weight. I was like, it's not Walter, but I can take Gunther. I like Gunther. I like Jacob in WWE, but he's not a big guy anymore.
Yeah, he's like, nowhere near as big as
my man is now fit. He's a fit dude.
For a once former big guy.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I just
Walter's like, but it's like, you know, it was worse when he was bigger. Like, it was just like, you got this big 300-pound motherfucker chopping you in your fucking chest and caving your lungs in.
Yeah.
Like, even now, like, when he chops people, I'm like, yeah, I know that hurts, but, like, it don't hurt nearly as worse when your ass was this size. When you was this size, I know that shit.
I would never. I mean, you could pay me enough, but still.
All right, what you got is who's
your coldest wrestler of the week is sheerly out of spite. Wholeheartedly out of spite.
Oh.
Chris Jericho. For injuring Samoa Joe despite the fact that I know Samoa Joe is going to film season 2 of Twisted Metal. But still, for that simple reason, I go with Chris Jericho this week.
I don't think people. I hate to write you. I hate to interrupt, but like, I don't think you got to write people off TV all the fucking time, bro.
No, I agree with that. Especially when the man just came back not that long ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you making it seem like this dude's injury prone.
Just come right out.
I feel like every couple months he's injured.
Yeah,
because he got to go fucking go film something.
Just come right out and say he's filming it.
Just say
he
had to go away to handle some business.
Right?
That's it.
You don't even have to do that. Just let him go.
Yeah.
My match of the week.
What you got?
AJ and Motofuji at Noah.
I can get with that. I actually got to watch that today, so
that was a solid match.
It was.
It was a banger, but I felt like I get accused of liking Japanese wrestling more than American wrestling all the time by Cliff. So
we all know a few people like that.
So I picked one where I was just like, let me not piss my friend off here, because he's just like, you're always picking Japanese over here. It was like, I'm sorry if they're better.
Hey, full transparency, we literally had a phone call one time, and I was talking to him, and he was just like, I brought something up with like AEW or the E, and like he went to shit on it. I was like, I'm sorry, we all can't be like New Japan. You know, you're never gonna pick. And he was just like, there you go, fucking accusing me again of just picking New Japan.
To go with what Mr. Richard just said, I really wanted to pick DIY versus A-Town Down because I am a whore for tag team wrestling.
That was a really
But watching AJ and Motofuji was just such a phenomenal thing, and seeing AJ knowing he has a WWE contract in another promotion to me is it's great to see where Triple H is taking this.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Goddammit! If you let him go over there and you let him do Noah, right now, currently WWE has a working relationship with TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Give us what we want.
Uh-huh.
Give us what we want.
Uh-huh.
We have the technology, sir.
Say it.
Give us what we want. And we want AJ and the TNA ring. Give me what I want.
But see, I can see that. I can see that happening. I definitely can see it happening.
Give us what we want, goddamn.
Like now that the way that things are going right now, I can see it. It's hella more likely.
It is.
It already gave me the one thing that I wanted. So I mean, right now I'm just giddy as a little schoolgirl. But all right, Cliff.
All right, that's funny because he just So real quick, follow up. So you say cheeseburger, but we've had him on this podcast, so I hope you went and listened to that episode. It's episode 350, in case you're wondering. And Shark Boy. All right, so hottest wrestler of the week. I got two. Not necessarily hottest wrestler and then hottest wrestlers, right?
Okay.
Hottest. My 1A is going to be Tiffany Stratton because it's Tiffy time.
You are such a whore for that girl.
Bro, I can't even be mad at him about I was so excited when she won Money in the Bank. That was my one pick.
You're such a Tiffy whore.
It was, yep.
Dude, I'll take that, dude. I'll take it too.
I knew when Tiffany Stratton won Money in the Bank that somewhere in the world, Cliff just had this magical smile on his face.
When I found out that she won, I literally was in Orlando and I was like, "It's Tiffy time!"
Time out. You were down here?
Yeah, I was in Ocala.
Yeah, for a week.
Bro, that's 30 minutes from me.
Yeah, I was visiting my mom. And then I went to
Cliff's mom for living in Ocala.
Yeah, and then I went to Disney World, but we'll talk about that later.
We can't show that one. Mr. Golden.
Mr. Golden. She is young, right? She is young.
I know, sir.
That's wild.
I mean, it is the Villian'S Lounge, so you can get away with that. You're good.
My 1B though is going to be the Rascals. I like that.
That's what I was talking about. Is I got what I want, bro. I'm being dead ass serious. Like that kind of made me slightly emotional.
Yeah.
Like that whole entire thing. Like I almost shed a tear. That
I
like
love the
I
welcome back
got
cheers.
what I want. It was great. It was great. I
Yeah.
cannot wait to see them actually wrestle.
When I heard the
See that
welcome
on
back,
Tuesday.
I was like, "Hey, we doing it right. We doing it right.
Right.
We remembering that this man got canceled because
Yeah.
of an ex-girlfriend. Like, oh, damn.
Who eventually apologized for being a bit out there with what she said.
Yep.
She was going through some stuff. This is why I'm not going to be mean. I actually like her, but
Yep.
look. The fact that she was woman enough to admit that she was wrong, dude. That's hats off. So like, a lot of people don't do that, man or woman.
Still acted like a cunt.
All right. So my coldest wrestler of the week. You know what? I don't want to give it this way, but I'm going to because like she ain't done nothing, right? Bailey. Like
Oh, I
she's
can't
the
even.
champ.
BBL Bailey.
And
BBL Bailey.
I love Bailey. I love Bailey.
BBL Bailey.
What was the most memorable thing that she's done in the week?
BBL Bailey.
Actually, really,
Walk across my TV screen.
She walked exactly. All we're gonna reference
BBL
Nia
Bailey.
Jax's comment. That's it.
BBL
Nia Jax's
Bailey.
comment is the only thing that we're gonna get.
BBL Bailey.
That's
I mean,
BBL
I'm
Bailey.
hoping she retains. It's a big possibility she might not, but I'm hoping she does, and then they give her something good.
Listen,
I was like, damn, that's
I am
crazy.
not mad at BBL Bailey.
BBL Bailey. That is a thing now. But yeah, that's the hottest part about the week though. So the rest of it's kind of cold. So but my match of the week, really, man, I want to give it to the women in the Money in the Bank ladders match. I mean,
Okay.
Man, that shit was ass though.
cool. That's why it's not your match of the week and it's my match of the week. Because
correct.
after a whole week of not being around watching wrestling, as I start catching up, like that was one of the first matches I watched. So I can be honest about like, hey man, I thought the men's match was good. I just liked the women's match a lot better. That was it.
I enjoyed the women's match a lot, actually. The men's match was fun, but I feel like
I expected more spots in the
from the men.
men's match
Yeah,
that the women's match had.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
kind
the
of
women's match tried to do more spots, but they fucked them all up.
Not all of
agree
them.
with that.
Not all of them. A few.
They
They
had some-
tried.
I
Look,
thought
they
this is the
tried
Villian'S
hard.
Lounge. Why y'all being nice?
That's because that was my match of the week. What the fuck you mean? God damn, bro.
But I'm being,
This dude
and I
over
agree.
here.
I don't disagree with them, so that's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, I guess it's my turn. So, I'm gonna start with my coldest, and fuck Chris Jericho, fuck Chris Jericho, fuck Chris Jericho, and everything about right now. And he's my
Okay.
coldest. He will always be my coldest. It will never be a day where he will never be my coldest. Even if I have a second one, he still will be on there. Get off my TV screen.
You're just a hater.
I ain't a hater.
Let me get off this TV
At
screen.
least I didn't pretend like I got abducted because I was cheating on my wife. So, I mean.
Wait, what?
So,
Yeah, that was the thing.
this fool said that he missed, he couldn't recall like a few hours. He was like driving somewhere, and then basically like 2 hours of his life completely has no idea, and said that he was abducted by fucking aliens. I think he got caught.
I'm just saying,
Like
aliens
cheating.
are a
His wife
possibility.
was calling him, and he didn't answer.
Cool. Chris Jericho?
No, the dumbass of the week does not have to involve a wrestler or wrestling because what was it last week? Was it last week, Cliff?
2 weeks
or
ago.
the week before? 2 weeks before, Charlemagne the God got dumbass of the week.
He did get dumbass of the week.
All right, so All right, so yeah, that's my coldest. My hottest, Punk, which will tie into my match of the week, which will be the World Heavyweight Championship match at Money in the Bank. The whole thing from beginning to the end.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Both guys were playing off that Drew was gonna come down. They were both distracted. Um, they're look. I don't even care about the not kicking out when he was supposed to. Look, shit happens. Shit fucking happens. That was the worst thing about it, and that wasn't even that bad. It was what it was. But just everything. Drew cashing in and Punk coming out there and costing not only Drew the title, but Seth as well, inadvertently fucking hilarious. And just the way that the storyline is playing out, and we'll talk about it later, is just it's fun. So there you go.
It is fun.
That's my my temperature and my match of the week. All right. All right, so I guess we're gonna go into the first debate topic. And that first debate topic is somebody maybe, possibly, could have, maybe um, did some bad business. We don't know all the details, right? We don't know her exact side of the story. Like, but on the surface, what it looks like is that she was in CMLL. She was wrestling in New Japan. She wrestled at Forbidden Door. Right before Forbidden Door, she was holding 3 championships. She was the CMLL Women's Champion, Women's Tag Team Champion, and then she was the New Japan Strong Women's Champion or whatever, or Strong, yeah, that. And yeah, so all right. I guess for real quick context, it seems like she used Forbidden Door to get on WWE's radar. That's what she really wanted. Regardless, AEW offered a contract. She had all these championships, didn't do the job, and just signed with WWE and debuted this weekend.
She did.
At a live event in Mexico City, I believe it was.
Yep.
So the question is, did she do bad? Did she do bad business? Did Stephanie do bad business? You want to go first, Logan?
I'll fucking go first. No, I'm eating my plum.
Oh, all right. Twitch, go ahead, go first. What do you think?
I think if anybody has the right to be upset, CMLL does have the right to be upset about this. New Japan does have the right to be upset about this. I think AEW being upset about it is kind of dumb. Like, yeah, she picked WWE over you. Get over it. As far as CMLL, I understand it. Like, you expected somebody to come in and do the right thing of dropping your belt before they head out, and you didn't want to do that.
Well, my thing is, regardless of what contract you sign, you gotta do good business, right? You gotta drop the belts. That's what I believe in. So if you sign a contract, and even WWE will say it, you can sign this contract, but go do what you got to do.
Right.
So somewhere along the line, somebody didn't do good business. They either A, refused to drop the belts, or B, got told that they couldn't. The question is, do we know the answer to that?
That is a valid point. Like, what we know is only coming from sources. I don't think CMLL has said anything officially yet. If they did, I missed it. It's kind of one of those "it is what it is" situation. Like, I think it makes her look a little shitty?
I gotta say, it's not one of those things. It can't be. in times past, they've always been told to finish out what you got to do.
Yeah.
Before you start here.
Every company.
We watch Carl Anderson be able to go drop the belt to Tama Tonga in New Japan after he already signed with WWE. We watched that. Carl Anderson went over as a WWE contracted guy and dropped the belt. So you're not going to say WWE didn't allow her to do that.
Right.
Oh, WWE encourages you to do it because it's all about doing business the right way.
Yeah.
So somebody got butthurt, and I gotta say, like, until we get something clear come out, I'm not gonna make a comment on it.
Well, I will. She definitely did bad business.
You don't know if she did bad business or not because you don't know.
I don't have to know. All I can see, right? From what I can see, I think it was because, like, think about this, right? You're in a company that is heavily invested in you for a couple years, right? They've been building this woman up. They gave her these titles, right? They gave her the women's title. They made her the face of CMLL women's wrestling, and then she dropped the title to Mercedes, right? The New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's title to Mercedes.
Okay.
And they WWE, right, did a contract with her. They talked to her. They said, "Hey, we want to sign you." And CMLL asked her, because they did come out with a statement. It was out, and they did ask her, "Hey, finish up this. Tell them that you want to sign with them. Then drop these titles, and then you go sign, and then you can go work for them." That's what they asked her to do, and she said, "Sure." Signed a contract and showed up to Mexico City and did not tell nobody that she had already signed a contract. Yeah, she did bad business. And by all means, good for her. If you want to go get your money, go get your money. But at the end of the day, you did some bad business. Like, you should have, you had one more show to do. That's all you had to do. You were going to work at New Japan Pro Wrestling, as well as the CMLL show, and you were just going to drop your titles and go. And that's fine if that's what you want to do. Julia signed a contract with WWE knowing that she was going to help start Marigold in Japan. And guess what? She didn't just say, "Hey, Marigold, yeah, I'll be there." Psych, and bounce. She wrestled all the shows that she was slated for, and she just left. So for me, yeah, I think Steph did bad business, and it's on her.
When you put it that way, yeah, it's bad business.
It's bad business. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, think about it. She technically, she's out here doing her own thing. It's fine. But when you get back, you're not going back to CMLL. You better hope AAA will take you.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so I see what everybody's point is. Okay, so for me, like, I agree. Yeah, it was a bit messed up, but, like, from the way that I see it, it was all right. So basically, from what I'm understanding, LL contracts, they'll let you out if you just say you want out of the contract. There's no wait period. There's nothing protecting the company for somebody to be like, deuces. Now, from my understanding, it's known that that's where she wanted to be. She wanted to be in WWE. That it was her ultimate life goal. I heard she got offered a pretty nice contract for AEW. Now, I agree with Cliff. Hey, if this is what you wanted, you know what? Congratulations, boo boo. Do you? You know what? It is what it is. But it's a bit shady.
Yeah.
Now, then maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's a reason on her end of why she was like, you know what? I would have loved to do this, but, like, nah, I got to get out of here. We don't know that. So that's also, like, one of those where I don't want to be too judgmental, but on the surface, from the information that we've got as fans and as podcasters and blah 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 blah, it looks bad. It just does look bad. So, yeah, that you always want to finish out what you're doing, regardless if. I mean, okay, no, let me rephrase that. sometimes it does call for you to say, "Go fuck yourself" and dip.
Yeah.
But there is a most instance where you're like, let me finish out what I want to do and like, be nice and, then keep it pushing afterwards. I don't think she was told by anybody to do that, because I feel like every company that exists right now would allow that to happen before they exclusively came to them.
And to be fair for her, right? It was probably that moment where, hey, I can sign with WWE, my dream job, and debut in Mexico City.
Right.
Why would I not do that? Like, that makes sense. And that's why I'm like, that's why I don't fault her. Like, that makes sense. That makes 100% sense. But you could have also told the E, hey, by the way, I have these 2 titles. I'm going to go show up to the show on Saturday and drop them, because Willow ended up winning the women's title. So you could have just dropped the CMLL women's title to her and then still debuted. Was it Friday night she debuted for the E?
Yeah, I think
She
so.
could have gone Saturday to CMLL in Mexico and dropped the title.
I think WWE would have been all right with that.
I think so too. I think if you just been honest and
think,
just said it.
and like I said, we don't know that there could have been. Look, dude, there could have been some kind of like fucked up bad blood at this point. We don't know. Like, we 100% don't know. So like, I mean, she could have just been on a go fuck yourself tip. Let's keep it like a stat.
Yeah, could have.
So, yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. So I guess we're gonna go into dumbass of the week.
Hey, I like how you said that in question form.
Right.
It's like, I am Ron Burgundy.
All right, so, all right, so my number one pick for dumbass of the week, as I said, he is always my coldest. He will always be in the running for dumbass of the week, and that is Christopher Jericho. I said it.
I love how you use his name like that.
Oh wow.
So, besides that though, has anybody really done anything stupid?
I got one I want to nominate.
All right, what you got?
I nominate Jake Hagar for his lovely comments about how Jericho puts talent over and Sting never did.
Oh, he said that?
Oh, nobody has seen this?
I have not seen that, and I'm glad I heard that.
need to send out this. This was during an interview or some shit.
Wow, look at that. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you, buddy.
I am also going to make this perfectly clear right now. We have a bad storm going on. I have never had thunder shake my floor, so if I disappear, y'all know why.
You got struck by lightning?
No, my internet went out, you dumbass.
All right, well, think twice if you get struck by lightning.
Now I nominate Damien for dumbass of the week for losing to a trampoline park.
I actually won.
You know what?
You need surgery. Did you win though?
Yeah, I walked away, didn't I?
Dang. Walking away is
it's a draw.
Yeah, I'm no, because that floor is still standing. Well, I mean, still laying down. You, sir, have lost mobility in a joint.
You had to quit playing a video game because you were in too much pain.
It did, because that sucked.
I nominate you for dumbass of the week.
Nah, you can't. Sorry.
I like this, Brian saying it
anyway.
I'm the host. You can't do it. It's null and void.
We're live, and it already happened.
Nice try. I rebuke.
I kind of that's funny.
No, really, who else has done some dumbass shit besides that?
So, Bronny James has been nominated.
I can't fully disagree with that.
He said that the reason people are criticizing him is because they are jealous of his father. I think the reason why people are criticizing Bronny James is because he's a nepo. Like, not that there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying.
What the fuck is a nepo?
Nepotism, like he's a nepo baby. Like a lot of people believe that he's not as talented enough to be in a league, and that his dad was the one that essentially pulled strings to get him into the league. So, not just get him into the league, Not just getting him into the league. That's not what it is. To get him on the Lakers at the second round in the 55th pick.
You bet your sweet ass it was. But I don't know why the fuck they worried about a second round pick. I mean, he didn't do it. Personally, he didn't do enough.
He's 3 points per game in college. I think he had more than 3 points per game. Actually, the thing about this, the thing about Bronny was that Bronny's defensive game is like on point. Like he's a really good defensive player. Like his the rest of his game was getting up there.
But you can't. But we don't know what we don't know because he didn't really play in college. We don't know what we don't know.
But there are known knowns and there are known unknowns, and sometimes there's unknown unknowns. Shit you ain't figured out yet. Like that's what you're saying.
I got somebody by proxy, by the way.
Oh, here we go.
Because Jericho is also on here, and the reason that Jericho is on here is because of this man, and he doesn't know how to tell this man no. So Booger Sugar Khan.
Booger Sugar Khan
will also be on this list.
I feel like he's just a permanent entry. Like
he's one of the two too. Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He is. Originally, this award started because of Billy Corgan.
I know they did.
And his that dumbass thing he did. God damn it.
You mean the Smashing Pumpkins or what he did in TNA?
No, not with TNA. It's what he did at NWA.
NWA.
Yeah. The having what the hell? God damn it! Now I can't remember the guy's name.
Oh, I don't remember. I just remember it was the coke on the table.
Was it? It was like, God, what's that? Well, he's like been a manager forever in wrestling.
I don't remember. I just remember just the blow on the table. That's all I remember.
Oh yeah, they were like, yeah, and it's like, oh, it was so bad.
Playing poker, doing blow, and drinking, and they're all like, ha ha ha.
So you know what their pay-per-view buys were for that show?
We're like $5K.
No, it was way lower.
Was it really?
Go lower.
500.
1,500.
Lower. Way lower.
3.
He said 500. Lower.
Whoa, 250.
Are you saying 250,000?
No, 250 people.
About that. It was like 270 something.
Damn.
280 something.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And because of that little thing that he showed is the reason why he's on the CW app and not on the actual station.
That already happened, right? That's already going on now?
Yeah, it's been going on for a bit.
Oh, wow. I totally
forgot too. I'm going to lie. I totally forgot too. So okay, so we got Tony Khan. We got Chris Jericho. And who else again?
The Jericho of the week. Actually, I kind of like that too.
Jericho of the week. I feel like I need to take a Jericho every time I see him on my TV screen. Y'all can insert whatever that is. So, yeah, exactly. So later on, I'll make my decision of who the dumbass of the week, unless somebody else has got another nominee. I think everybody was pretty decent this week.
Yeah, I don't think there was really too many bad things that happened.
No, everybody's been on good.
I'm gonna put Liv Morgan on the dumbass of the week.
You mean for starting this whole revenge on Rhea Ripley in the first place?
Yeah, and then I mean, listen. I know that she has a problem with. I know you have Liv. Listen, I know you have a problem with Dominic, right? Or with Rhea, but you're going after Dominic. At least Buddy, okay? At least Buddy Matthews. Shoot. Go shoot.
Yeah.
Go shoot. I said that, and then next thing I know, I'm gonna get a message from somebody that's like, "But this is all just in kayfabe." I'm like, "Whatever, go shoot. Do what Lita did."
All right, I guess we're moving on to the next thing, and we're going to quickly review some wrestling. A lot has happened in wrestling. What Money in the Bank, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Drew won. Uh, Damien Priest retained. Sammy retained. Tiffany Stratton won, and the Bloodline won. Is that it?
Bloodline. Yeah, that was it.
All right.
Yeah.
And then Heatwave was. Is it me? Or was Heatwave just a little bit better than Money in the Bank?
It was a little bit better than Money in the Bank.
I'm gonna be honest,
So,
man. I think the reason why we think it was better was because it was a lot more intimate than what Money in the Bank was.
yeah. So
Man,
what?
they
We
ain't
got
no word. So, no.
Kalani Jordan retaining against Sol Ruka, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
In a dominant fashion.
But have you guys ever thought about doing a 450 clothesline?
Fuck no.
It is really nice and beautiful.
I was like, what the fuck?
I was too. I didn't know what the fuck she was doing either, but it looked clean and crisp.
It
Gotta
did.
give
It looked so good. But I was like, I've never thought about that. Never one in my life been like, man, I should do a
There's a lot of
450
shit.
clothesline.
Roxanne Perez in pretty dominant fashion beat Lola Vice. That was a really good match too.
Yeah.
My homeboy Oba Femi once again tossing grown men around like he like the just so wrong. He's just shot putting people, and yeah, him and Wesley put on an amazing match. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I put it like this: I was watching it live, and then I rewinded it to watch that again before I
Well,
finished the rest of the review.
I have so many questions
Yes.
about this Oba Femi character. I'm like, all right, it's over right now because he's in NXT with all those tiny ass motherfuckers down there.
What's gonna
What
happen
is-
when it comes up?
What is going to happen when he comes up? And he's no longer like, the big guy on fucking campus. And everybody's either bigger than him or stronger than him.
I don't know. Ask Braun Breaker. Because
Yeah.
Braun Breaker is still doing Braun Breaker things. Like
Well, Braun Breaker's running around spearing people.
Braun
Oba
Breaker
Femi's
is also Braun Breaker's still running up the ropes doing a Frankensteiner to people. Like he's still
Yes,
doing
he's
still
that
doing
shit,
big
but this
shit
guy's
things.
This guy's a powerhouse.
Yeah, and the Obi's gonna be fine.
Nah, he can take damage like nobody. So
He's gonna sell a no. He's gonna no sell a RKO like Jacob Fatu does.
there you go. And we got a little bit of time before he goes up, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, he's got a lot of time. I like him though.
Beginning. No, I do. I enjoy his work. I see he's out there trying.
You gotta show me a little more.
That's what it is. It's the start. It's the start, dude.
He said you gotta show me more. That's fine.
Yeah.
He literally grabbed
Yeah.
another human being and made him do a 720 helicopter spin. Like I get that's just one move. But when he did the whole match with Dijak and was it Brooks Jensen?
Yeah.
Like those three in the ring together, like yo,
Dude,
he
that
wasn't.
is hard hitting.
Yeah, and Dijak is he's a 7-footer. You know what I mean? Like
What the match that he had with what was it? The match before he had with Wesley? Was it?
it was Wesley and who was the other big guy that was in that ring too? Was it Brooks again?
No, it was Coffee. Which Coffee? Mark?
Oh yeah. Joe.
That's what it was.
My favorite coffee.
Yeah, Joe caught, and dude, that match was hard hitting. Like they've put him in with some really good talent, and like, dude, it's just been really fun. So yeah, that happened, and then the main event, Fatal 4-Way, Trick versus Ethan Page versus Sean Spears versus Javon Evans, right? Last name Evans.
Yes.
Okay.
He came from
Okay, so
he
I ain't
came from
gonna
a
lie.
indie company that like
I thought
VPW.
I thought Trick was gonna retain. I ain't gonna lie to you. The finish surprised the shit out of me because I blinked and I couldn't wait for the replay, so I went back. I was like, hold up. I was like, no. No, it was like great. So like in 5 years, I'm still in that finish.
I just want to put out there. I just want to put out there that Oba is 6'6",
for a match
310.
that I booked. I'm not going to be in it, but it's going to be a fatal 4-way match that I book. I have to book that finish. I enjoyed it way too much. So yeah, that was that. Monday Night Raw. Saw some, a lot of comes out there, talking to shit, wanting to get Drew unsuspended, and then Seth comes out there because he's mad because what I said he did to him at Money in the Bank.
It's
We'll talk
delusional.
more about that later.
I'm about to say he's a bit delusional on that one, but okay.
But wait, Logan, I gotta ask this question real quick. I want to go back to the Oba comment. You said when he gets up to the main roster, right? He's not going to be a big guy anymore. Can you name me a couple guys that would dwarf him outside of like anybody who's like a true 7-footer?
Outside of a true 7-footer?
Yeah.
Well, nobody's a true 7-footer. Braun Strowman's not even a true 7-footer.
Right, but I'm just saying because like I want you to know that Oba is 6'6", 310. I just looked that up. Drew McIntyre himself is 6'5", 265. Like, Oba's still bigger than this dude. And Drew's like the powerhouse guy.
Hold on. I'm about to tell you if that 6'6" is legit.
Yo, like they have him 6'6", 310. I'm like, that's a big guy.
That's a big guy.
Like,
and he's strong. He's a freaking ox.
Braun Strowman.
He's not 6'6".
I'm telling you, WWE has him.
He is not 6'6". I'm looking at him standing next to fucking Wesley right now. He's not fucking 6'6".
Hey, what Wikipedia has him at is 6'6", 310. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Just what it says. Yo,
that man is lying like a motherfucker.
On your phone, get off.
And that man's still wearing that man's still wearing lifts in his boots.
Is he 310? Sure, I'll give you that. But that motherfucker ain't 6'6".
No, he a big boy. Let's just put it like
big boy. That's all we're gonna have.
I'm disagreeing. All I'm saying is like, never mind. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if the bitch sink or swim. That's what.
Drew's like, I was trying not to be a motherfucker, mean motherfucker. And Oba's gonna be like, I don't.
This the villain shit. All right, I'm about to be a motherfucking villain. We're gonna see if the bitch sink or swim when he get to the main roster. That's what we're gonna see. We're gonna see if the bitch sink or swim.
He's gonna swim.
Okay,
he has to train every day.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Look at Tiffany Stratton. It's Tiffy time.
But to be fair, not everybody who comes from NXT swims.
Sing the fucking swim.
100%.
That is true.
Everybody look at me crazy, and so I'm right. It's crazy.
You might be right, but you might be right. We'll see what happens, as you said.
I told everybody named Mother that Karrion Kross is ass. And nobody wanted to fucking believe me. Now, fast forward, present fucking day, y'all don't want him on your television.
Okay. Amen.
That's funny.
All right.
Where's
the lie? Stop me when I'm telling lies, Damien.
You're not. You are not.
Oh man, so mad he's shaking his own cell phone.
Look, I've been very, very disappointed in what I've been seeing since he got signed to the
I told everybody who would fucking listen to me when he showed up on NXT, I'm like, this dude sucks. He's not good. It's not gonna work. Oh, he looks good on the poster. I'm like, fuck that poster.
Fuck your poster, bitch.
This is what we've been waiting for.
He's ass. And nobody would listen to me. Nobody. Justin, I hope you fucking watching this because I'm especially talking
to you. Jay Uso beat Chad Gable?
Because I told everybody who would fucking listen that this dude was ass and it just wasn't going to fucking work.
Oh, shit.
And fast forward to today, and whenever we get off here, y'all can call Justin yourself and ask him about this shit. And I bet you that motherfucker plead the fifth. I bet you.
Oh, God.
I fucking bet you. Like, that dude is ass. I can't stand him. And
Uh,
everything he fucking touches, he makes fucking worse.
His
How do
wife
you
is
make
the best thing
how do
about
you
it.
make the Authors of Pain boring? Jesus fucking Christ! Like, I want him off my television. I want him off my WWE. He needs to go sit in the fucking corner and go do judo and play with his fine ass wife. Hell, you can't even be attached to her. You made her fucking career go in the fucking round too.
oh.
She was an established woman wrestler before she got to WWE. Now she's a certified fucking ballet.
He's not wrong.
He's not.
I haven't said anything because I'm not gonna disagree with.
I can't.
I think Scarlett Bordeaux she's a very talented wrestler, and I remember her first time seeing her on TV when she was like quiet. Was she like quiet fives? A 10 is talking, and I was like, I have not said a word. Yeah, Scarlett Bordeaux is definitely is uber talented, and I do agree about Karrion Kross. Man, is just you could be something if you had a mouthpiece, because
Oh yeah, he can't talk worth crap. He needs to stop. He wasn't really
Paul
like,
Ellering should be your manager.
he really should.
Paul Ellering should be doing the talking, but instead they keep forcing this fucking idiot to talk.
Hey, you better be careful. He was a hitman in real life.
I don't give a single fuck. I will shoot him.
Yep, sure. Also, like screen goes black. You just hear come back there, Logan.
Screen gonna go black. You're gonna see me right here with my fucking Glock, like this. Damn, that's crazy. Everything that you could have been in this life, a WWE champion. Now you just gonna feed the worms. You just gonna be a t-shirt. You just gonna be a t-shirt, huh? You just want to be a t-shirt.
Logan, what are you billing yourself at?
I'm all of about 5'10" and 340 pounds.
Because they got you billed at 225. Who'd you talk about? Karrion Kross, in case you're wondering.
Okay.
Corbin, you know what though? Everybody, listen, Mr. Golden, you keep shitting on Corbin, okay? But Baron Corbin is not a bad wrestler, nor is he a bad guy.
He's definitely gotten together over the years, bro.
He's gotten so much better.
He's definitely gotten together, bro.
When he cut off all that hair and then he's like got into like Happy Corbin and whatever, all that stuff.
He has killed everything that they've asked him to do.
Yeah.
This is true though. Mr. Golden always shits on Corbin, so
he really does.
He does keep the energy consistent, so I will give him that.
He's very consistent with it, and you know what? I support the consistency.
But wrestling review wise, that's what we have.
Yeah, you know what? Like, all right, Gable lost to Jey Uso. Bronson Reed beat Pete Dunne. Sheamus came out there and attacked him. The Wyatt Six dropped another tape. Braun Breaker beat the holy hell out of, dude, that was wrong. That was wrong. He speared this man. I'm sorry, I gotta stop real quick. He speared this man out of his shoe. Then he did one of those break away from the middle of the aisle. Well, not like the middle, but like the beginning of the aisle to run around and spear the hell out of Sammy again. He is way too fast. I stand by what I said. He is a test tube baby. And he is just the genetics of his uncle and his father, and that is it. He was grown in a test tube and then in some kind of weird, like, I don't know, simulated fetal sac, and that's how he was born. There was no, like, direct labor at all. You know, he's not as old as he really is. He's probably only like 5 years old because he grew at a rapid rate because of, you know, being grown inside of a lab. So, yeah, and I still stick by that.
He said Braun Breaker is a mix of Scott and Rick Steiner and a Hercules beetle.
That's about right.
Well, I'm just saying nobody should be running the ropes at like 23 miles an hour. That is just...
You realize that man was a running back, right?
Yeah, I get that. I get it. I totally respect that. However,
You have any idea how fast running backs are?
yes, they're fast as
just-
fuck.
I'm just saying that this man played running back in high school and college, and now he's running back through people.
Yes.
Yeah, he is. So
Yeah.
that was just I can't get sick of him doing that.
That's just like most football. That's most football players. Like any linebacker slash running back moves that fast. Now, here's the kicker. This is this is the shit that really fuck you up. You want to know who else who moves that fast, but are like 10 times bigger than that? Defensive linemen.
Yeah, you're right.
They are now defensive linemen that run 4.4s and are all of 300 something pounds.
That's a lot to get moving, and then once it gets moving, that's a lot.
So imagine an Obafemi that can run as fast as Braun Breaker.
Well, so
Yeah, because Obafemi is a big guy.
Obafemi is a track and field college star.
What the fuck was he running?
Well, I don't think he was. I don't know if
He was just throwing shot put. That's why he's able to spin. That's why he's able to spin Wesley the way he did. Tossed him in like a pizza.
I'm about to say, you mean tell me that big motherfucker was running track?
Dude,
he wasn't running track. He was a shot. He was a thrower. He did shot put and
you
shot
told
put.
me that motherfucker Obafemi was running track, I would. And it's right, imagine that big motherfucker became a cop. I would never do anything wrong in my life.
Obafemi's not slow though either though.
Fuck that. Like a track. Imagine a big motherfucker like that with the speed of Sha'Carri Richardson.
Oh.
God. Please don't touch me.
No, thank you.
Oh,
I'm
Please
running.
don't
and
touch me.
dip dodges.
I'm not
and
running.
diving
I'm
over
good.
everything.
No, thank you. Because
right.
I'm a die tired. I'm good. No, thank you. I want. I'm good.
Judgment Day beat Braun Strowman and Austin Truth. We got another Uncle Howdy video.
I love what Bo Dallas has been doing with these promos. He has. I mean, he was always like a solid fucking wrestler and he would always kill it with his character work. But man, this shit has been amazing work from him. Like, I'm like, man, you should have joined your brother a whole hell of a lot sooner. What took you so long?
The more I see this, the more I like it.
I can't wait for next week.
Because I'm not gonna lie, when this first debuted, I was very iffy about it, and I mentioned that on the podcast. And see, Cliff remembers that. The more I see this, the more I like it.
Yep. The more you believe.
Exactly. Yes, I believe.
I was on this train the moment that they teased it, and I'm talking about like when the Bray Wyatt when the Bray Wyatt documentary came out. I was like, yep, I'm on board.
No,
I don't know what it is, but I'm here.
No, that was the same thing for me. It was like once I saw that documentary, and it was like, all right, cool, bet I want to see what they're gonna do, and I enjoyed the debut. I ain't gonna lie to you, like I enjoyed everything.
The debut was great.
It was very, very, very different, fun, awesome, and then I like the way that they've been doing it. Like they have so much content that they can do for this group before they even step foot in the ring. Especially, it seems like we're going to actually get interviews with each person. That tease that they dropped on Twitter, that looked like that was Eric Rowan sitting there. So I'm hoping they do all that. Because, I mean, and they don't have to do the full interviews in one sitting. They can break it up like they did with Bo or Taylor or whatever he's going to go by. So, no, all for that. That was a lot of fun. Dragunov won by disqualification against Braun Breaker. When Braun Breaker threw a chair at him, an announcer chair, that's still... You know what? I think I would rather him throw a regular chair at me than the... I think it would hurt less.
I'd rather you not throw a chair at me.
Even though, if you got to pick, right, and you're like, Braun Breaker's got to throw a chair at you, you going to pick the announcer chair or are you going to pick the steel chair?
I mean,
think about this. Look, think about this.
I'm thinking about this like this. The announcer's chair, I have the ability to grab it a little and adjust for the impact, to where the steel chair, if that gets thrown at you the wrong way, you're getting fucked up. Like,
Yeah, ask Matt Hardy.
Okay, so
Matt Hardy didn't get hit with a steel chair. He got hit with a fucking stool.
yeah.
No, because remember he got hit with the steel chair that came in sideways and it busted him open.
Oh yeah, that did.
Oh, that was a stool. I'm telling you, that was a stool.
Was it a chair?
That was a stool.
Either way, I guess.
Who was it that caught the chair sideways then? Because someone caught the chair sideways and it busted him open.
I've seen it happen a couple of times.
It happened on AEW. I remember that though. That's all I can recall.
It could have been anybody.
It could have been any of those guys.
At that point,
You could just give me two people's names. Like Jeff Hardy caught it sideways.
It might have been
Darby Allin.
It could have been him too.
At this point, it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Whoever it was Sammy Guevara who threw the chair. That's all I remember.
Oh, Sammy fucked a lot of people up with those chairs.
Oh, so it also looks like Sammy came out to try to help Dragon off, and while they both got fucked up.
Yep.
This is Braun.
Damage Control beat Lyra, Katana, and Kaden, and then they got beat up by a new group of the Vil, Starks, and Baszler.
You mean the lesbians?
You know
Whoa, why you gotta say it like that?
Because he's just being.
You know what though? Like on paper, that kind of seems a little unfair.
Is it?
Yeah.
A little bit. Those some really tough.
Unfair to?
I don't know what Zoe Starks did in her past life, but I know the other two were former MMA fighters. So like, yeah, 100%.
You wanna know what else they do? They also eat coochies.
Hey yo, you know what? This man.
Oh, we're gonna get canceled.
Hey, Logan, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like,
Y'all
I'm glad
said
that you're
I
pointing
could
out.
be a villain.
I'm glad you're pointing out to be. I'm glad you're pointing that out. But there's gonna be a point where someone's gonna see this online, and you're not gonna have a job.
Is this not the super villain?
Hey yo, this is the Villian'S Lounge, but I'm just saying.
Is this not?
Remember,
we are heels.
When it's on the internet, it's there forever.
We are heels, goddammit.
Right.
Heels.
I want you to explain that to your boss when someone sees this randomly and it gets taken out of context. You're like, you know what else she enjoys?
Where's the lie? Why am I going to get fired for telling the truth?
You're just going to sound a little jealous. That's all.
I don't hate them. Not at all. I love them. Listen, I love women. I like women too.
Y'all got something in common.
Yeah. If we link, we link. You don't like men me. You don't like men me either. What a coinky thing.
Two things we have in common.
Two things in common. You have three things because you both live on Earth.
There you go.
We're almost best friends at that point.
Yeah, almost.
One more. We are friends forever.
Miss Piggy.
Both breathe oxygen.
There you go. That's it.
So then we have, I guess it's the main event, I believe, of Monday Night Raw. There's a lot of stuff that happened on Raw, but we're not going to get into all of that. But we had Dominic and Liv, the Women's World Champion, facing Ray and Zelina.
Mm-hmm.
And Dominic, which I keep forgetting that he has never beat him.
Yep.
This guy.
Until Monday.
What's up, TJ?
What's up, TJ?
So Dominic finally gets a pin over Ray. Good tag match. Lots of fun. And Liv proceeds to set, Dominic up. Now, by the way, earlier in the show, Damien Priest got a phone call and was like, "Where you at?" All right, cool. Then he said he had something to tell everybody. And then they caught Dominic in a compromising position, like when Triple H had
Steph.
I would just like to say,
Trish.
Carlito has been the low-key MVP of all of this shit.
He really has.
Liv set up Dom. he got caught in a compromising position the other way around. Then back in the Attitude Era, and then in the ring he also got caught again after being elated after winning. Yay! And then yeah, we got the return of Mommy. Rhea Ripley shows up when he's been fighting this whole entire time. Whole entire time.
Wow.
We lost one for a moment.
Yeah.
The whole entire time. The whole entire time.
An interesting decision, TJ.
Of course you would. So yeah, she shows up. Liv Hall passes it to the she dips. No championship, no nothing. Just dips out. Peace. I'm out. And leaves Dominic in there to try to explain.
Sorry about that. Can anybody hear me?
Good. So we got the
Yeah,
return of
sorry,
Rhea
technical
Ripley.
difficulties.
This is going to be very interesting.
Can we talk about what Carlito said when Damien Priest goes, "It's not that hard." Carlito was like, "It is a little."
Oh, it looks pretty hard to me. It looks pretty hard to me. Carlito!
But there was also the T spot where there was a 10 punch in the corner, and then Ray tripped Dom into right.
Yep.
I was like, "Yo, that's
he was eating at the Y for sure that night."
Yeah. So, be honest with you, this is all going to come to a head. If I'm being honest, I feel like Damien Priest.
That's not cool.
Responsible.
Carlito.
He's responsible.
That's
for
cool.
all
Carlito!
I'm going to put that out there right now. Rhea should be mad at Damien Priest, nobody else. He dropped the ball as the supposed leader while Rhea was gone and was all worried about himself and nobody else. He could have got rid of Liv really quick.
He tried, though.
No, he didn't. He told Dominic to do it. That is the wrong person to try to do something correctly without supervision.
He told that heifer to stop, to leave him alone.
Yo,
At the end of the day, that's all you can do.
No, he needed to tie her up upside down from the Raptors and just let her hang there until Rhea came.
So you just want Damien to go ahead and put a hit out on her?
He might as well should have.
I think Damien should get blamed for this a little bit though, because after a while, he told her, and then he kept telling Dom to take care of it, but he never followed up on making sure Dom took care of it, especially when she left her hotel key.
I'm just saying, we're all grown ass men. I shouldn't have to come make sure you fucking took care of something.
But he is the
listen. You're talking about the man who they literally have to pick restaurants to make sure they have chicken fingers because that's all he'll eat. Stop. All right. This man knows two things. Okay. One, that he has to now explain to his wife that his side piece is mad about his new girlfriend and that he needs to have chicken nuggets. That's it. That's the only two things that Dom understands, okay? I want dino nuggies, and I gotta explain to my wife that my side girl is mad about my girlfriend. That's it.
I mean, pretty much. I can't argue that.
That sounds like a solid. That sounds like a good problem to have. I don't
no, not when your side girl is Rhea Ripley.
Listen here. I don't think he can go no wrong. If I got Liv Morgan, imagine I got Rhea Ripley on one arm and Liv Morgan on the other. Life is good.
He still has a wife.
That's what I'm saying. Life is really good.
He's holding the fort down, so.
All right. We're gonna go into NXT real quick. I'm gonna run through NXT. Of course you don't.
Of course you don't. It's fine.
Oh gosh.
Hey, but I gotta give it to my man though, because listen, this man married an American girl, right? American Latin girl, and then he's dating a white girl while seeing a New Zealander. My man is international, and I can appreciate that.
Carmen beat Ariana Grace. Tony D'Angelo beat Lexus King. In the Heritage Cup, Gallus beat was it these two new guys? Was it Tyreek and Tyson?
Yep.
Thea Hale beat Izzy Dame. OTM beat the OC. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't see that match. So Ruka beat Fallon Henley by disqualification. And Trick Williams and Joe Hendry shows up. And they beat
Joe Hendry.
All right, I guess we're gonna move on to SmackDown. Can you get through this?
Can I get through this?
You want me to do it?
No, watch. A bunch of stuff happened.
All right, bet.
I don't know why, like, SmackDown was kind of ass.
What was that?
SmackDown was kind of ass, I ain't gonna lie.
It had its moments, but for the most part, it wasn't great.
Well, it was really short.
Other than Jacob Fatu fucking them niggas up after their tag team match, nothing really to talk about. I'm being honest. That and Bailey calling.
You got the beginning with Tiffany teasing the cash in, right?
Not really.
And then besides that, you got some Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin tagging up, even though I know they lost. I actually didn't think I was gonna like that as a tag team. I
don't know. I kind of feel bad for Baron Corbin because they have not had anything for him since he came back from NXT.
Yeah, that's true. You want to finish this? I'm at the Logan Paul part.
Go ahead.
All right. Logan Paul.
Fuck me, just take over.
All right, cool. LA Knight signed a contract to face Logan Paul. Naomi beat Blair Davenport. DIY beat A-Town down under the retain. With a little bit of shenanigans, and the Bloodline destroyed everybody.
Dummy.
A lot of stuff in AEW happened.
I just want to point out that Grayson Waller did Austin Theory extremely dirty. He saw that motherfucker Jacob Fatu running down there and said, "I'm just gonna step to the side. Fuck you."
He did.
That's the equivalent of when you see zombies coming after you. So you
Thank you. At that point, I'm kicking Damien's kneecaps out and running.
And you know what? I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you because I'm going to do the same thing. So it's really
as much.
Look. One of us has got to be faster than the other.
It's gonna be
and
me.
let's just hope that's not a third that we don't particularly care about, because then we're both getting away.
And see, the thing is, it's never about having to finish. You don't have to finish first. You just can't finish last.
Exactly.
Now you know what they say. You ain't first, you're last.
Exactly.
Well, you know what? That might work, but in the idea of running away from a bear, I can be third place. I just can't be last place.
You ain't first.
We're all still alive, except for that person
right there.
No, and when it comes running for your life, as long as you're not last place, you're good.
But if you ain't first, you're last. I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine.
We're going to go into the last debate topic. And I've been talking about this for a little while since all this went down. And as the story progressed between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, this is my question to everybody. Who's the bad guy? Really, when you break it down, who's the bad guy? I'm going to go first on this. I'm going to go first on this.
Okay.
I'm going to go first because...
No.
Me. All right, so this stems from...
Me first.
Years back, right?
Fuck you all, I'm going first. Shut up, Damien.
No, this stems from years back, correct?
Yeah.
Where Drew says he was mistreated by, somebody that was like, I guess, a senior in the locker room by once, Phil Brooks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can get that, and we're talking, this was like a decade ago, supposedly, correct? Something about that?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, Punk finally returns because hell froze over and comes back. Drew is visibly upset about his return. So you roll round to the Royal Rumble, where him and Drew get their hands on each other. Drew injures Punk. And you know what? That's where the story could have ended. However, it didn't because Drew proceeded to say that he prayed for Punk's injury. He said that to an atheist. Let's just make sure we put that out there real quick. Right?
Yeah.
And it came true. Missed WrestleMania. It could have actually ended right there. Instead, he kept on pushing on social media, and every time he was, talking and, got a world title match. And again, it could have ended right there, even though Punk was at commentary. But it didn't. He proceeded to crawl in this man's face and taunt him, and for only held the world title for 5 minutes because he got cashed in on. I feel like at that point, that still wasn't the point of no return. He could have walked away. Instead, he bloodied this man when he said that he quit, and took something personal of his. That's where the point of no return happened. Punk's actions, I feel like, is justified, and I feel like for me the bad guy is definitely Drew. Because if I was in, the thing is, if I was in either shoes, I'd probably do exactly what they're both doing. Even though that I would know that I was in the wrong if I was in Drew's shoes, I would still keep pushing and pushing and pushing until I felt like I was in the right. But nah, I feel like Drew is definitely the bad guy in this because in actuality, Drew could have stopped all of this from happening. I mean, so could have Punk and letting it go, but I don't know.
So Punk and letting it go.
Exactly.
Punk,
We know
the reason Punk is in WWE right now is because he don't know how to let shit go.
well, exactly. So we know that's not going to happen. So I feel like Drew is poking the bear.
Of course he is.
And then you get Money in the Bank. After you attack this man, you think he's not going to show up because you just put out there to the world that you're going to win Money in the Bank and cash in. You set yourself up for failure from jump. If you didn't think this man wasn't going to fly all the way to Toronto, which is not that far from Chicago, and not show up to make sure that you didn't win that world championship.
He showed up to your hometown to make sure you didn't win your championship.
Exactly.
Toronto was a whole hell of a lot shorter.
Exactly. So, that's what I'm saying. He went all the way across the world to cost you a championship. You didn't think he wasn't going to show up?
Couple hours.
And do it again? Yeah. So, you kind of bought this on yourself, homie. You could have ended this and been the bigger man, but you're not. And for you not being the bigger man, I thank you. Because y'all two have given me so much entertainment with this whole entire thing, and y'all haven't even wrestled yet.
I'm right here, Drew.
So,
you little bitch.
This has been entertaining.
So, that's my argument. I feel like that's what makes Drew the bad guy because he had so many times to be the bigger person because we know Punk isn't going to be. But he could have been the bigger person because we know Drew can do it because he has done it. But for some reason, he is letting this stick in his kilt and will not let it go.
I'm going to say Punk is the bad guy.
All right.
Of course.
Let me explain. It's the Royal Rumble. You haven't wrestled in a certain amount of months. You're getting kind of older. You go into the Rumble. You take one DDT and you tear your tricep, and then you get pissed at that person. So you start to make his life a living hell. And this man then comes back and says, "Well, I can be petty too," and just keeps talking shit. And then they go back and forth. Punk could have just been like, "Hey, you know what, man? It was just some miscalculation. It just happens." You know, and then you poked at Drew, and Drew was like, "Well, good. I'm glad you got hurt." Now you're pissed, and then you take it personal that he keeps making light of the fact that you're not going to be at WrestleMania. And then what did you do? You came back and then you cost this man his championship. This is your fault. You know what
You're
Punk could have
skipping a
also
few
done?
things,
As
good
Drew
buddy.
McIntyre sat there cross-legged in front of him at WrestleMania, he could let that shit go. He could have said, "You know what? Hey, yo, Drew, you got it." He didn't. He's like, "Sweep the leg, Daniel," and then he proceeded to let Damien cash in on him. This is 100% Punk's fault. And then when Damien and then when Drew tries to do the right thing by doing it the right way, you're gonna win championships. What does this motherfucker do? He pops out of nowhere. He flies on a plane. The rule of pettiness. He flies on a plane to Scotland to cost this man a championship that he rightfully won. He won the champ. 1, 2. Oh, I got him. Like, yo, this is Punk's fault. Punk's a bad guy in this. And then Drew wins Money in the Bank. He does what every person's going to do. He's going to cash in. And then what did Punk do? Came out from under the ground and was like, "Bitch." Like, I got him. Like, yo. And not only that, he then caused shit with Seth Rollins because now Rollins can never challenge for the title as long as Damian Priest holds the title. That was a direct, and even Punk was like, "I apologize for the collateral damage that I did, but I really can't apologize. This man is the bad guy in this situation." Yo, yes, right here. Put it out there. CM Punk is 50
Wow.
Cent, but Drew is not Ja Rule. Drew, at least, if Drew's going to be, he's at least Rick Ross. Like,
Oh no, that's worse. That's so much worse.
Ja Rule was a singer that man was a rapper who became a singer. At least Rick Ross was like, "I'm a rapper who just so happened to be a correctional officer at the same time."
You don't realize what 50 Cent did to Rick Ross.
Drew has never wavered about who he was. He was just the same dude who goes.
Okay, I can get what you're saying.
Do you know what 50 Cent did to Rick Ross?
Hey, he put out a picture of him showing him in a correctional uniform.
He found his first baby mother and made a sex tape with her.
Oh.
Yeah, well, look what Punk did. He just cost Drew another title.
Like, that's why Rick Ross was way worse.
I don't know, man.
But did Punk not say
listen, 50 Cent bought out the first 3 rows of Ja Rule's return concert to make sure that no one showed up. Like, listen. Hey, that's my first. Listen, if you going out there and you're talking about Rick, what's worse than, what's worse, having some dude have sex with my first baby mama, or somebody buying the first 3 rows in my return concert to be petty? I'm gonna say the concert because listen, I didn't even know about the tape with Rick Ross, but I knew that the first 3 rows are bought out at Ja Rule's concert. I'm just saying, there's a lot of money. You understand how much money it takes to buy the first 3 rows of a concert, especially in this economy? And that guy did it just to be petty. Like, that's the level. Hey, hit my baby mama? Okay, cool. So now we can twin it up. But I'm just saying, when I'm looking at that, 50 and a Rick at least. I would say Kendrick and Drake, but that's one-sided.
I'll go next. I'm gonna disagree with you because you got some memory loss problems, good buddy. I'm going to most definitely. I will never. Once again, I love Phil, so Am I a bit biased? Sure, but I can be biased because this is the Villains Club, baby. Fuck your logic. Anyway, I'm a Phil Brooks fan, one through and through. Number one, he's the good guy in my eyes for the simple fact that he went into the Rumble, came out, he lost. Not only did he lose, he was injured. Drew McIntyre made it his personal duty to march down to that ring and told that motherfucker, I prayed for this. I got down on my knees before I got into that Rumble and I prayed that your ass would not make it to WrestleMania. And the good Lord answered my prayers.
The T-shirt.
Wait, time out. Honorable mentions, because this ain't got nothing to do with the Punk feud. He then told later that night, when Jey Uso was going through all the shit that he was going through, he walked straight up to Jey Uso and says, I know what you're going through. I just want to tell you that I 100% just want to let you know that you deserve absolutely everything that you're going through. like what?
I forgot.
Like what? Like Drew McIntyre has been in his bag as far as the heel goes, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it. But later on, Punk then comes back, attempts to pick want to fit in WrestleMania somewhere. They don't want a referee, so he does commentary. Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins have an amazing knockdown, drag them out match where they're just kicking the fuck out of each other. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And Drew McIntyre wins. See, this is where you get fucked up. Because he could have just won, shared that moment with his wife and his friends, and walked to the back, which he should have done. And he would probably still be champion until this day. But what did he decide to do? He decided to poke the fucking bear. He got and walked over there to CM Punk, told the cameraman to watch this and get this picture because I want to frame it in my fucking living room. He took the title, crotch chopped CM Punk in the face, and CM Punk lost his shit. He then tripped him and gave him a mafia beatdown and stomped his face with his loafers.
And it showed everybody he didn't even need to hold tricep.
Then took the tricep thing off.
He took the
and he went upside his fucking head with it.
He did.
And then to put motherfucking insult on injury, here's Damien Priest's music hits. He knows that Damien Priest has the motherfucking thing. He gets completely out the way, sits cross-legged on the table, turns and looks at that man's wife and blows her a kiss.
He blew another man's wife a kiss. Just saying, AJ would be pissed.
I don't know, man.
Then he gets on the mic and he tells him, as Drew McIntyre says, he's probably not even here. He's not even home. He gets on the mic, hey Drew, I'm right here, you little bitch. like you prayed that I wouldn't make it to WrestleMania and I would be going through all this bullshit that I'm going through now. Well, guess what? From now until and even when I get healed and injured, I'm going to make your life a living hell. You are never going to touch that championship so long as I have anything to do about it. He told Drew McIntyre what he was going to do.
Exactly.
He told him.
To do that, no, a nice person would give him a warning. He didn't want to take it.
A nice person wouldn't crotch chop you, wouldn't say suck it to my face while he's standing over top of me in drawers and sweaty and smelling like another man.
Hunter did it all the time. Nobody cost him a title.
Shit.
Yeah, he did.
The last person I remember costing anybody a title because they got crotch chopped in the face was
Here we go, The Rock.
Mike Tyson.
Fuck that, The Rock. 1, 2. It doesn't matter if The Rock counts to 3.
That's it happened, didn't it? Fun times.
So there's not much.
Anyway, I wasn't even done, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you. I'm gonna let you go ahead, bro. Like, my point got across.
There's literally not much I can say about this, other than for weeks we watched Drew McIntyre walk around backstage crying like a little bitch about every little missed opportunity, and then you won the fucking title that you wanted to win, turned around and went and waved it in another man's face like you were trying to get your girl to blow you or some shit like that. And you didn't expect this man to say, go fuck yourself? If anybody is the villain in this, it is 110% Drew. For the simple fact that CM Punk is being a man of his word and sticking to the fact that I'm going to be petty as fuck and I'm going to make sure that you never touch that title.
But that does that make him the good guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he is a man of his fucking word. But seriously though, in regardless of who is right or wrong in this, I'm highly entertained. So in my mind, I win.
I'm just thinking to myself that with y'all's logic right now, okay, the way y'all are talking, okay, just putting this out there, Lex Luthor is a good guy to you guys. Because he's true to his word about beating the shit out of Superman. That's all you guys are telling me right now.
You know what though? Lex Luthor actually isn't a bad guy. He was president once, and he was actually.
God, I'm gonna stab this man with this green rock from his home planet, but I'm gonna be consistent about my message because randomly on one podcast, 3 motherfuckers are gonna tell me that I'm the good guy.
Think about his stuff that he was doing for humanity. He was trying to help. He just didn't trust the alien. You can't get mad at him about that.
Would you trust an alien, Cliff?
This man is saving people's lives. Yes, I'm going to trust that alien.
What happens when that alien decides, I
don't want to fucking help you anymore?
Yeah.
Then so be it. But guess what? At least I'm not sitting out here. Hey, listen. If that alien is kicking the shit out of a human who's trying to destroy him at the same time, that man has self-preservation. I can get with that. Drew's over here. He did one wrong. He did a move. It got a man injured, and then and maybe he took a little far. I'll give you that. He said, "I prayed for this." But
you went and tried to make money on this man's name by putting it on a shirt.
He just didn't. He did it. He didn't just try to. He was making money off of him. But you took it. So what? So like, if Superman was ever hit Luthor with a cross chop, you're recommending that this man stab him in the leg with kryptonite?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
The fuck out of him.
Fuck yeah.
Just look at him here like, God damn. Like, this man was like, hey, you hit him with a cross chop? Sweep that leg, Daniel.
Wax on, wax off.
Look,
sweep that leg.
All I'm saying is that if you poke the bear, expect to get bit. Like I said, if I was in either man's position, I would act exactly the way that each man is acting.
I'm on that same energy. I'm like, hey yo, I'm gonna keep trying to mess up. I'm gonna mess up Punk every single time I get the chance to see him. Because hey, Drew is not wrong for what he's doing.
No, he's not. He really
He went into Chicago and beat the dog piss out of CM Punk.
And it was
like, hey, yo, you get these hands.
Look, don't get me wrong. It was deserved. And it was deserved on the one fact alone that this man did fly to your home country to cost you a world title. So
I'm just saying, people have flown further to do less.
I mean, true.
Insert AJ Styles and LA Knight.
He did do that. Yeah,
he did do that.
Yeah, he did do that. But
I'm just saying, CM Punk never brought Drew McIntyre's dog into this.
That is true. He stole something from the man. Why do you have to do that?
Man, listen.
Drew McIntyre is a thief.
He's mad about a 5-cent band that he probably could have made himself.
It doesn't matter. It was special.
But it ain't
Yeah,
got
I'm
the
sure. I'm sure
sentimental
the
value.
30 other ones he has at his house that he doesn't wear either was probably just as special too.
Maybe they are.
They could be.
This man over here. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be honest. All right, this man is probably, and I'll be real, right? If it was my daughter and she made something for me and someone took it from me, I may be a little heated too, right? But I'm not gonna fly across the fucking world to cost this man a championship, or even it's like, hey man,
But
listen.
here's my question: if somebody got you a ticket to fly across the world to cost the man a championship, what are we looking at then?
I didn't spend my money. I'm spending somebody else's money. Of course, I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
go.
that is different.
Championship.
Just to let you know, I'm petty enough to pay for my own ticket and go.
I agree. See, this
look,
is where I'll agree
I'll
with
give you an
Chris. I'm
instance.
not petty enough to spend my own money to go across the ocean.
Yeah.
I did something similar to Chaz, actually.
He would leave the country for Chaz. So
he was in New York, and I was in his hotel room before he got in there and beat him up.
shut up. That's not leaving the country.
Well, I know, but I'm
going
just
5
saying,
blocks over.
I didn't have to go to New York from Baltimore. It was unnecessary.
So you just traveling, I'm just gonna beat up this man right now.
No, I found out what hotel room he reserved and broke in and waited for him.
I don't feel like you broke
Hey,
it.
I think Damien, I'm just gonna say, I don't know what statute of limitations are, but you might want to hire a lawyer. You're probably wanted for assault.
That might be. Look, I don't have an assault charge, so I can take one.
That you know of.
It's anger management, like 6 months of probation, year
Well,
top.
it's likely. Bill Rights makes perfect progress.
So
just know I don't testify in the court of law.
That's all right, no problem. I don't need no witnesses. I just admitted to doing it. Chaz
He's
deserved
live on the show.
I know Chaz deserved it though. It was Chaz. Let's just be honest.
Chaz didn't deserve it.
What are you talking about? You should be in trouble for assault.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Sir.
Drew didn't deserve it.
I didn't assault nobody.
You threw a lighter at him.
Oh, quit.
It's on video.
Shut up, bitch.
On video.
Snitching this man out.
It's recorded.
I agree with TJ. I agree with TJ wholeheartely.
Exactly.
But still, you ain't have to beat that man up.
Yeah,
you went to his hotel room. That's crazy.
I also threatened his brother to help me win a match against Chaz by threatening Chaz's mom.
So you're just shit.
You see what I mean? So hey, listen though, man. If let's say this, right? You do all this stuff, right? And then Chaz comes back and costs you a championship title. How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm gonna go after him and fuck him up. Nobody told him to do that.
That was the worst. You
Exactly.
The totally better person to represent that. You knew he was gonna beat Chaz up.
You know,
he ain't even got the ability to defend himself now.
Look, I will show up at his house and wait for him in the bathroom when he takes a shit. That's how petty I am.
Oh wait, it was Marcus Stunt.
Damn, that's crazy. But no, yeah, I definitely the way I see it though, man, it's definitely like I said, Drew to me is not the bad guy in this situation.
The great part about all of this though is that both men, right, have rightful. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, both of them have the right to act the way that they're acting. That's the hilarious part about it. Like you really can go either or, and have a rightful claim that one is the other, like hands down. It's just it's great the way that the story is playing out. Even though Punk has been injured, they've been able to play it out great. Even Drew getting his little injury, they were able to play it out great.
And it's like you said earlier, they haven't even wrestled yet.
Exactly.
Like
SummerSlam is about to be lit. We're only 3 weeks away.
So we will be doing a live reaction to that, regardless. So I guess right there that brings me to who I think is the dumbest of the week, and you know what, Chris
You.
Jericho.
You.
No, Jericho. I'm sorry, Jericho.
Damien.
No.
Yes.
Well, if that's the case, then that means you gotta actually host the Villains Lounge next week.
Whatever.
I'm gonna take
Hey,
the
look, whatever. It's gonna be a wild ass episode if you do that.
When is it not?
Welcome to Twitch and Friends.
Oh man, I don't think you're ready for that.
So I guess that ends that. Thanks. Wow. Ooh, I knew this was gonna be long.
This was gonna be a
But it
long.
was gonna be. But it was fun. It was fun. You know, always Twitch. Thank you. Appreciate
Of
it.
course, man. Of course.
Cliff, awesome. I'm happy you were able to jump in and be here. And then Logan, thank you.
No
I
problem,
will
man.
be inviting you back again.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed my company. I enjoyed you
You
guys.
got to do a watch along with us.
When? You tell me when, I'll make it happen.
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam is
SummerSlam?
definitely the next one.
All right, SummerSlam it is.
Hell yeah.
So yeah,
All in London.
we'll do
Well,
that.
I'll be watching. I'll be watching that too. So
Yeah, no, I try to give AEW a little bit of love, even though they try to kill me with the length. But
No, you fucking-
sometimes they surprise me.
August 5th.
Like I get a couple of matches that are actually like, okay,
You buying the tickets?
that's
Sure.
what's up. Like Forbidden Door had actually a few matches that I fucked with. Oh, is that because of?
Every outfit he ever wears.
I love his outfit.
I didn't look for.
That's messed up. I like his outfit.
Then I think less of you.
You already did though.
Wow. Okay. All right. The
But
petty.
you already did.
The petty. The petty.
That's why I hired you, because that's how much I think of you.
Anyway.
Always second best.
God damn.
All right. So SummerSlam, we'll definitely make that happen.
Alrighty. Y'all heard it here.
Thanks
So
for having me, guys.
we'll be doing that soon. Of course, more Villains Lounge. That means the next time I do one, we'll see if I had surgery or not.
All right. I'll definitely want to come back to the Villains Lounge. Definitely. So whenever you have another one of these, I'm down. Cliff, if you want to have me on the 3 count, I'm down for that too, man. Just let me know.
Yeah, no. We got, I don't know, somebody and somebody's friends coming up next Sunday. Like I said, now in the ring, now returning to the ring. And yeah, watch our shit, because if you don't, I'm gonna fuck you up.
With
All right,
your one arm?
watch it. You said, yeah.
How intimidating.
Hey,
Bye.